If you know the 5,000 US dollars is not too small for the weekend for the week, then this question is for you. All you have to do is answer this question, just one question. Leave your answer in the comment. Wait for the confirmation of the financial transaction in your dreams. Yes, in your dreams, because I have to confirm also in my dreams that you answer the question honestly and intently. Rather, stay with me. Stay with me. That wasn't lighter note, but let's get serious with the class. So in the last video, I did talk about the voiceless velaric plosive ka, and how it determines the pronunciation of the ed past tense marker. In today's class, the focus is going to shift from the voiceless velaric plosive to the voiced velaric plosive in ga. So yesterday, the video was about, the focus of the lesson was on ka, the ka sound, and how it shapes the pronunciation of ed past tense marker. I did mention in that video that when you have the consonant ka, come immediately before the ed past tense marker, the ed past tense marker is pronounced as t, as in flanked, asked, tasked. Today the focus is going to be on the voiced counterpart of the ka sound. So we're going to the ga. In the case of the ga sound, being a voice velaric plosive, when it comes immediately before the ed past tense marker, the ed past tense marker is pronounced as da, da, and not ta. Get the difference with ka being a voiceless velaric plosive. The pronunciation of the ed marker after it is ta, but when it's ga, which is the voiced, remember the formula is with ed coming after ga, the pronunciation of the ed is the, or d, as simple as that. So let's use that information to answer the question on the board. The question is, choose the option that has the same consonant sound as the one represented by the letters underlined. Again, choose the option that has the same consonant sound as the one represented by the letters underlined. So the given word is snugged. This is the given word. The given word is snug. First of all, you should understand what is underlined. The ed is what is underlined here, okay? And remember, I did say that with the ga coming before the ed, this ed should be pronounced as the, and not t, as in the case of ka. So the right transcription of this word is snugged. I don't know if you can see the word snugged. So this is snugged. This is how you pronounce this word. Snugged, 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 snugged. So this is where this ed is pronounced as da. Are we clear with that? So now let's use all these four options to determine, so now let's take these options to know which one has the same underlined, sound. The first option is flanked. The first option is flanked. The transcription of that is, of course, you can notice that in flank, you have ka, right? Ka. Then after that, you have the ed past tense marker. I did mention yesterday that, the last video, that the ed after the ka sound should be pronounced as ta. So that's why this is, the transcription of this is flanked. 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 This. Okay. This. Flanked. 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 The sound we have after the ka, the ed is ta and not d. Okay. So let's come to b. This is pronounced, transcribed as pronounced. This is to pronounce something, pronounce your name. Now, the past tense of that, because this is a voiceless sound, then this becomes t. The ed is pronounced as t, pronounced. Yesterday, he pronounced my name wrong. Pronounced. No, he pronounced my name. He pronounced my name wrongly. Pronounced. It's not pronounced. It's pronounced. Very easy. Voiceless. Okay. Voiceless. Voiced. Da is voiced. Ga is voiced. Are we clear with that? Okay. So let's come to handsome. Okay. Now, the D in this place is silent. D isn't pronounced in the word handsome. Handsome. Some. This here, there is no D. There is no D, between the and the S. No D at all. The D is silent. So we don't have the presence of D in this word handsome. Finally, we have dog. This word is dog, and according to the American pronunciation, you can have it as dog or dog. So this is what you have. Now, if you look at all of these four options, option A, flanked, B, we have pronounced, C, we have handsome, D, we have dog. We notice that the only word that has the is dog. So the right answer is dog. Why? The ed here is pronounced as D, D. So dog here, this is where the sound is. Here in the transcription and the pronunciation, you don't have D appearing in handsome. In pronounced, the ed here is pronounced as tongue. In flanked, the ed is pronounced as tongue. So that's why neither of A, B, C is correct. D, option D, is the only correct option for this question. So that's basically about this class. All that you have to note is that when you have the ed past tense marker come immediately after the God sound. The God sound again is described as the voiced velar plosive. When you have the ed come immediately after God, the ed, because of the environment, because of the premises of this God, should be pronounced as the. So this is snugged, not snugged. So, and in flanks, this is the car, the voiceless velaric plosive. When you have ed come after car, the ed should be pronounced as star. This is pronounce. The last sound in pronounce is s, which is voiceless, right? It's a voiceless fricative, voiceless alveolar fricative. So you should have T. This ed pronounced as star. And in handsome, the da is silent, okay? And then in dog, D is pronounced. So that is that about that. And I'm sure that this lesson has helped you to understand how to pronounce the ed past tense marker when it comes immediately after the ga sound or after the ka sound. Remember, these two sounds are velaric. The difference between the two is that the ka is a voiceless sound, the ga is a voiced sound. With the ga sound, the ed is pronounced as da. With the ka sound, the ed is pronounced as t or ta. So thank you for watching to this point. Remember, if your answer is correct in the comment, then you have to wait for the confirmation of the financial transaction in your dream. Thanks again for watching. Keep learning right, keep speaking right. See you next time. Bye for now. Come to Ben's English